last video, kind of talked a little bit about the white privilege at the end. Yeah, I get it. Some people say that that's still a thing in this country, white privilege. I mean, if you can explain that, like I said in the last video, you can explain that. You have reasonable explanations for what's going on with that. I guess whatever. But what I see is in this country, we have equality of opportunity. And equality of opportunity is a huge thing. It's the reason why we have so many people for decades that have been trying to get into this country. Like I said, we have politics, polarization. Politics in our country is so polarized because people are so on different sides of the card, and that's okay. But what we can agree on is that the United States is the best country in the world. People are literally risking their lives to get here. And you can talk about the issues in this country. Of course there's issues. There's issues in every country. There's no such thing as perfection, a perfect world. I think we need to just have a middle ground. It's just like politics is not black and white. There's no black and white about politics. We can't keep thinking that way. I hate when I see people on the left that absolutely despise Trump supporters. I mean, I get it. You don't have to agree with the president. You have to agree with everything you do. You don't even have to like him. That's what's so great about our country. That's what's so amazing. You can criticize our leader. You can criticize our president and say whatever you want about him. Donald Trump is horrible. He's terrible. He's evil, racist, whatever. You can say whatever you want about that man. You won't get any penalties for it. You won't get locked up. Some of these other countries, you say anything about their leaders, you even post it on social media, you do whatever, you go to jail, you get executed. That's what happens in a lot of these other countries, but not in our country, because we're the best country in the world. You have freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of press. None of that stuff's going away. You say whatever about the president. You can say whatever about the issues in this country. You can protest. You can protest whatever you want, as long as it's within your legal rights and it follows the First Amendment. You can do that all day. I think the problem is that people, like I said, are just so polarized. You have people on the left, like I said, think that Trump supporters are idiots. They're bigots. They're crazy. They're out of their mind, stupid. You have Trump supporters that think that liberals are the problems of America. And I think that's just not true. I mean, both sides have good points. Both sides have viewpoints that I agree with and things that I not so agree with. I don't think it's that black and white. It's not algebra. There's no X equals whatever. We're talking about stuff that is okay to be controversial. It's okay for an issue to be controversial. Talk about like something like abortion. Okay, I get it. If you're for abortion, I mean, I can see why. I may not agree with it, but I understand why. If you're anti-abortion, whether I agree with it or not, I don't agree with it, I'm pretty sure I can dig into it and see why people have their own viewpoints about it. But the problem is when people can't see eye to eye. They don't want to understand why. They think that the other side is a bunch of bigots, a bunch of idiots. That's why we see what we're seeing in the country right now. You know, you have race baiting, you have hatred, you have division. All that stuff is unnecessary. There's no reason to hate anybody because of what they believe in. There's no reason for that. You know, you look at history. If you don't look at history, you're bound to repeat it. I mean, just look at European history in the past 500 years. Muslims versus Christians. Catholics versus Protestants. I mean, both sides believed in stuff that was incredibly similar. Incredibly similar. If you're a Catholic or you're a Protestant, what you believe in is different to some degree. But it's not all different. Even Muslims and Christians. Half the stuff we believe in, half the stuff that Christians and Muslims believe in is the same. So I understand why there's so much tension and hatred. It's only because people can't see eye to eye. They want to be ignorant. They don't want to see the other side. They don't want to just open up and just look into it and be objective. They just think the other side's stupid. What they believe in is clearly wrong. There's no controversy here. It's clearly wrong. This is clearly the answer. But are you sure? I mean, the other side, they may be wrong, but they may have a point still. They may have a point. What they believe in, there may be a point to it. Like I said, with this whole issue of white privilege, I mean, yeah, people have a point. Some people have a point. I understand, I get it. But I also see the people who on the other side are saying that that stuff doesn't exist. Especially in today's time, we're looking at how so many people, foreign immigrants, come to this country and are very successful.